Greetings, royal family. It's Friday. What the Friday? Hey, what the Friday? It's Friday. 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 And it is the day before the 4th of July. For those of you who are celebrating, good luck. Welcome back to another episode of the WTF show, the What the Friday show. Every Friday, usually, I compile a whole bunch of trending topics, some old, some new, and share my commentary on them. So, if this is your first time here, welcome. Be sure to click the like button, hit the thumbs up, share the video, I don't mind, and drop your commentary throughout the broadcast. I will be interacting with you guys. So, let's have a little fun. So, we got a couple of things on the list, on the to-do list today. Miss Tina Knowles is getting some of Beyonce's critics together. All right, we got City Girls on the lineup. Soulja Boy, he's been involved in some questionable activities and he's gonna have to pay up. A1 and Lyrica, they're going to be coming to Zeus Network. Just a whole bunch of shenanigans. Monique, there's rumors about her possibly joining Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13. Monique, hey my loves, I love us for real, Monique. Let's get straight into it. All right, royal family. First up is the City Girls from the 305. So they released their sophomore album recently. I think it's called City on Lock, and it seems to be doing well. Great reception. So Quality Control Music, who is the record label that the City Girls, along with a couple of other acts, are signed to, they premiered the first episode of a 5-part docu-series on Young Miami and JT's journey to release their sophomore album. Again, City on Lock. So the first episode premiered yesterday, July 2nd. Today's the 3rd, right? Yeah, July 2nd. And the first episode pretty much revolves around Young Miami's secret pregnancy and her tight-knit, family-oriented relationship with Quality Control Music label CEO P and Coach K. I forgot P's full name, but everyone knows him as P. So they're like one big family, and that's been displayed over and over again. So Young Miami, she was filmed breaking the news of her pregnancy to P. She called him while she was in bed and she was on the phone. She was emotional. He asked her if she was all right. You know, they filmed that, and he told her that, hey, I'm gonna call you back. Now this is when she was pregnant with her daughter. She does have a son from a previous relationship, and she recently had a daughter. She should be a year now, right? Summer, I think her name is. Anyway, so then she's getting all dressed up, and then she goes to actually sit down with Coach K and P face to face and let them know, that she's pregnant. She was in the middle of somewhat of a tour, so they it's not that they weren't happy, they were concerned, and Pete said in the first episode, he talks to Miami every single day, so how come you didn't feel comfortable telling me this? He says, he just wants to make sure that she's all right, aka protecting their investment. But I don't doubt that they don't care about her. They told her that, we don't want you to stress, we want everything to be okay with you, and if you need anything, we're here. You can call either one of us. I don't want you to feel like you can't come to us if you need help with anything. So, I get it from a business standpoint. I get it. And then on a a family relationship or family dynamic that they seem to genuinely have, they were supportive. They were definitely supportive. So she didn't tell them until she was about 6 months pregnant. So, and at this point, this is when JT was already serving time in prison. So, she had to hold the group down while JT was away. And a part of why she didn't want to tell them is because she said she didn't want her to be the reason that everything falls apart. She wanted to kind of stick it out and still do shows and yada yada. You guys should get it by now, right? So later on in the other episodes, it seems I saw the trailer and then I saw the first episode. So Young Miami is going to go on to address her BET Awards performance. Y'all remember that? Ooh, that was bad. She's also going to address pressures of keeping the group afloat during JT's prison stint, and also doing all of this while hiding her pregnancy from the public. So part one was only about 9.5 minutes long. I think that this is genius from a marketing standpoint. They just put out their sophomore album. This is good promotion for the record label because this was produced by Quality Control Films. I think that's what. So this is great promotion all around. And I mean, everyone was keeping abreast to what was going on with Young Miami while JT was away. I do recall them doing a documentary about 2 years ago. I seen it on YouTube. It was like 20 minutes or so. And it focused on the days leading up to JT having to turn herself into prison. So listen, the City Girls, a lot of people like their music. I like the come up story. I really do. I don't think that their music, I don't think that they're whack per se, but I do understand the content of their music. Some people in my age group and possibly younger heavily criticize, but they don't bother nobody, man. They get their money. You know, Young Miami, she's not problematic. You know, JT seems to have turned over a new leaf, you know, just listening to their story. You know, the typical rags to riches story. You know, they're very tenacious. I'm not knocking it. Now, granted, I am not going to be pushing my shopping cart down the aisles of Target, okay, while looking for shower curtains that are in season, reciting any City Girls lyrics. I'm not. However, I am not mad at these ladies, and I think that this little 5-part docu-series is genius. I think it's going to help promote the album. It's going to help promote them. Yeah, so Young Miami, she was holding it down. You know, people love the City Girls. I like them. I do. They're not problematic. They're young ladies getting it how they live, and they're not bothering anyone. So I have not heard, I did hear one song, Jobs, from their sophomore album. I did not hear any of the other songs, and I did see the video for Jobs. So if you listen to the City Girls album, tell me what you think, you know. Keep comments respectful, please. Thank you in advance. All right, let's move this along. Okay? These two. You know, I just don't get it. So I was minding my business, right? And then I received a notification on my phone. For those of you who've been following me for some time, you know that I subscribe and unsubscribe periodically from the Zeus network. It's a paid app. I subscribed to it when I was doing the Black China reviews for her show. Unsubscribed. Resubscribed for the 2 or 3-part sit down of Ray J and Princess The Conversation. Unsubscribed. And I still get notifications somehow. So I seen a notification for The Conversation. It was for a trailer. I'm like, The Conversation with A1 and Lyrica. And I said to myself, you have got to be kidding me. So I watched the trailer, and it's a mess. Ray J is in the episode talking to A1. Then it dawned on me, Ray J's behind this, so this is a Ray J production. So it seems as if The Conversation, quote unquote, is going to be something that a couple of reality TV stars might be featured on Zeus. I'm not mad at you, Ray J. You got to pay bills. You got bills to pay, so you got money to make. So we see A1 and Lyrica talking. They're still trying to convince us that, you know, they're working on their relationship. To be truthfully honest with you, I thought these two had already divorced. You know, we saw their relationship play out, the mess that played out on Love and Hip Hop LA. We saw the beef between Pam, I think that's A1's mother's name, and Lyrica Sr., Lyrica G, which is Lyrica's mother, who really is just, it's just a no for me. Now, she can sing her throat off. I don't know if you guys have heard her sing, but vocally, yes. But her personality, she needs to be off the show. Anyway, so A1 basically says, you know, I did you wrong, made a mistake, cheated, you couldn't get over it. This is what A1 tells Lyrica in the trailer. And Lyrica says that she has had a hard time being with someone that she doesn't think is going to be completely faithful. Now, the two of them have cheated on each other. Okay. So this is supposed to air July 5th. And I'm still on the fence if I'm going to renew my Zeus subscription to watch this. I probably will. And I will bring you the nonsense and the information. Also in the trailer, you see Pam and Lyrica G getting into it. I don't like seeing them two mothers go back and forth. Lyrica is very disrespectful to A1's mama. A1, he disrespectful to Lyrica's mama. Why are the mamas in the middle of this? Shoes were taken off, things were thrown. This is a mess. And then you see Ray J talking to A1 outside, like trying to give him advice. Listen, if these people have no problem exploiting their made up problems or their problems for capital gain, I have no problem giving my critique and laughing at it. I'm just saying it is for entertainment purposes only. So if you guys subscribe to Zeus, let me know if you've seen this. Will you be watching, or will you come back to the channel and listen to my review on this? Let me know in the comments. Speaking of hot mess, Soulja Boy Tell 'em, Young Draco, this guy, he is facing a $2 million judgment. So he is accused of basically blowing off an assault lawsuit that was brought on by his ex-girlfriend, and is close to being hit with a $2 million default judgment. Now, this is according to The Blast, right? Soulja's ex, Kayla, she's in court asking the judge to grant her a judgment due to the rapper blowing off the case. Kayla says that she served her ex with the legal papers and is tired of waiting around for him to respond. In the documents, she is asking the court to award her $2 million in damages plus over $20,615 for a grand total of over $2 million. Just money, 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 money. So back in January, right, Soulja Boy, he was sued by this woman who was Kayla, supposed to be his ex. And in the lawsuit, she accused him of violently bashing her in the head with a hammer. Not a hammer, but a hammer that goes bang, bang. A toolie, if you will. And he also allegedly ordered her to be tied up. This is all in the lawsuit. So Kayla, she claims that she was in an on-again, off-again relationship with Soulja for 4 years. And she claims that in February 2019, she got into a physical altercation with one of Soulja's female employees. During the fight, she claims the rapper approached the scene and started yelling profanities. Kayla claims he proceeded to kick her, stomp on her stomach, and bashed her in the head with a large bang, bang, pow, pow. Okay? She claims that she was hurt so badly that she had trouble breathing. She says that the rapper ordered his assistant to take her to a shower. She claimed the assistant watched her undress and shower. The woman says Soulja ordered his assistant to take her into the garage and tie her up with duct tape. She says Soulja then had his assistant tie her up with an extension cord. The lawsuit says that people watched her at the home for 4 hours. Then she was finally allegedly allowed to leave the next morning and rushed to the police to file a report. She was taken to a hospital where she was told she had 3 fractured ribs and a facial contusion. Wow. The woman is suing for assault and battery, false imprisonment, and sexual battery. She says she continues to suffer from emotional distress, anxiety, depression, humiliation, and fear. So is this what Soulja, wasn't he locked up recently? Is this what he was locked up for? This is absolutely disgusting. And he damn sure should be ordered to pay $2 million plus if he was indeed found guilty. Moving along, because it's gonna get problematic. Moving along, Jada Pinkett Smith. She posts a message to Twitter. So you guys are in reference to what August Alsina insinuated or claimed when he recently sat down with Angela Yee for an interview. Okay? So she's pretty much ready to spill it all on her Red Table Talk. And again, this was following August Alsina claiming that he was in a romantic involvement of sorts with Jada Pinkett and that Will Smith approved this relationship. So on Twitter, Jada wrote to her fans, "There's some healing that needs to happen, so I'm bringing myself to the red table." So many believe that she is set to talk about the August Alsina scandal on her Red Table Talk show. One fan, these comments on Twitter are always hilarious. So one person on Twitter said under the comments, "Ma'am, we good. That is your personal business. But if you are going to do this, be honest. Otherwise, just leave it alone." And I feel you, commenter. I feel you. So again, earlier this week, August Alsina sat down with an interview for Angela Yee. I did do commentary on that. Thanks to those who actually viewed the video and shared your thoughts and comments. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out once you leave What the Friday. Thanks in advance. So during their sit down, Angela Yee, she asked August, "Hey, what's up with these rumors that you were in a relationship with Jada?" August spoke about feeling the need to tell his truth, and he seemed upset with the way he was portrayed in the past. So he said that his relationship with Jada had layers, and most could not understand the complexities. So I played the audio of what August Alsina said. So again, if you haven't checked out my review for August Alsina and Angela Yee's interview, feel free to do so once you leave here. But I'm pretty sure most of you have heard about that. So Will and Jada actually came out, a representative spoke on their behalf, right? Came out denying, these claims of a love affair. Now, I'm going to reinforce this. I said this in my commentary. August Alsina did not say that he had sexual relations with Jada Pinkett Smith. He also did not say that there was a physical relationship between the two. Even though we are going to insinuate 9 times out of 10 or assume that that's what took place. But he never said that. Anyway, I feel that if Jada plans on giving an explanation of her association with August, why now, right? When they were seen out and about together and on red carpets together, and he spoke of her before and said she was a great friend and she's a friend that everyone should have, there was no rush to give an explanation of the nature of their relationship, friendship, whatever it was. Now, if she is going to discuss this, and she indeed is going to be talking about August Alsina, I wonder if her mother is going to be at that table. Because, if you watch some of the episodes, her mother's facial expressions sometimes are priceless. And August Alsina recently has been posting on social media, or posted on social media, that he is sticking to his story. He's not changing his story, and he's telling the truth. So whenever Jada decides to sit herself down at her own red table and have a talk, I guess we'll figure out what she has to say about this. And of course, I will be giving commentary on it. What do you guys think? I mean, it's not a matter, in my opinion, it's not a matter of believing him, because I don't think he was trying. That's not what I gathered from the interview. I didn't spend a lot of time talking about him giving his commentary or sharing whatever his thoughts and feelings on his relationship with Jada, because there was so much more in that interview that I took away from. It was very interesting. A lot of people are accusing August Alsina of having a mental illness, saying that he made up all of this stuff and none of this is true. This is a figment of his imagination. Listen, me talking right now could be a figment of your imagination, right? What do we know? You know what I mean? All of this is speculation. That's why I just give my commentary on what is presented. Who knows if any of this is real? But it can lead into good conversation. That's my opinion. And hopefully you guys are dropping your comments in the live chat. And if you're just joining, welcome to the WTF show. Make sure you're hitting the like button, sharing the video, and commenting. If you're watching the replay, drop your comments. I would love to hear your respectful feedback. Let's keep it cute as always. Thanks, Royal Family. But yeah, so I don't know. I just want to see what Jada's mama will have to say about this if she's going to be present. And again, I mean, is Will going to be there? Is August Alsina going to be there? He said, "Look, I said what I said. I'm not backtracking. I'm not backpedaling. He has every right to speak out about his experience. He didn't bash anyone. You know, he didn't say anything negative. So I'm willing to wait and see what Jada has to say. This should be interesting. Make sure you tell me what you think." All right. Speaking of extremely interesting, I don't even get it. I don't even get it. I just feel like these housewives of Atlanta, they are doing every and anything to stay trending. I'm not mad at it though. So Monique, hey my loves, right? Auntie Monique. According to Media Takeout, Bravo executives are in talks, quote unquote, with Monique to join Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't believe this at all. You know, I don't believe it. Could be true, could be false, but I just don't see it. So they allegedly they want Monique and her controversial manager husband, Sidney Hicks, aka Daddy. They're said to be interested. So an insider told Media Takeout Sidney is negotiating with Bravo to have Monique join the show. Nothing is done yet, but if Bravo opens up their pockets, we'll all see Monique on the show. Again, this is a source or an insider that told Media Takeout. So the network is said to be attracted to Monique because of her Hollywood resume, her outspokenness, and her big personality. Let's just stop the madness right now. Can you guys imagine this? Hey, my loves. Monique would be trying to counsel the ladies. Now, don't get me wrong now. She could throw her little shade. You know what I'm saying? I could see her husband getting into it with everyone more than Monique, because he seems to like the heavy debates. I could see that. Like I said, I don't believe this. I ain't buying this, and I don't think Monique would be a good fit for the show. Not with the current cast. I mean, if Bravo is considering doing a overhaul of sorts, you know, and going in a completely different direction as far as the cast is concerned, then maybe, depending on who else. You know, Kim Fields, very accredited woman in show business, right? She only lasted for one season. Like, she wasn't a good fit for the show. I mean, there was talks that Vivica, you know, Kenya wanted Vivica to join the show. Just an opinion she gave, an opinion that she thinks that Vivica would be good for the show. I was reading some of your comments when I did commentary on that. Some of you said that, you know, Vivica would read the eyes off of Kenya. Vivica is above the show. Vivica's not doing anything else. We don't want Vivica. You know, so a lot of you had mixed opinions. But Monique and Sidney, aka Daddy Hicks, nah. If there was a franchise of housewives that Monique was going to be on, it wouldn't be Atlanta. Again, unless they are planning on doing a just maybe keeping a few, maybe keeping Candy, Kenya, and Portia, and wiping the rest of the cast and adding people like Monique and maybe individuals like Vivica, or, you know. I mean, Monique doesn't even live in Atlanta, but that doesn't matter. She could relocate, right? I mean, that's not a big deal. But she's not a native of Atlanta. She's from Baltimore. So does that matter these days? Let me know what you think. Monique on Housewives. Nah, Auntie. I don't want to see you. I'd rather see you with your own show again. Remember when Monique had her own late night talk show? Nah. Not on Housewives. I'm not feeling that. But again, I'm not buying it anyway. Moving along. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better leave Miss Tina's daughter alone. Okay? She is speaking up and out in support of Beyonce. So the trailer launched recently for Beyonce's Black is King. It's a visual album. So everybody got all excited, about this. And this is supposed to be premiering July 31st on Disney Plus. I think it's allegedly this was $100 million deal. So some people took to social media and they wanted to, express their critiques. And the darn project hasn't even been released yet. Whatever. They're basically saying that Beyonce is appropriating African culture. Those were the claims that were made. Let's just keep in mind that hundreds of African creatives are being employed at every level of this production, from directors to producers, stylists, on-screen talent. Africa is at the front and center of what the singer is expressing as her passion behind this project. More importantly, it's a celebration of the motherland. This is what Beyonce says. So now her own mother has weighed in and she is not holding back. So she shared, someone posted on Twitter, someone posted something and Mama Tina retweeted it. So the original post says, LMAO. The annoying thing about the capitalist argument with Beyonce is Lemonade. Her quote unquote black album is one of her lowest selling albums. So if we're talking profit, she wouldn't continue to make music highlighting blackness if it was solely for profit. So Miss Tina reposted that. And under that tweet, this is what Miss Tina had to say. Sit tight and listen because she had quite a few things to get off her chest. Miss Tina's caption goes, "Thank you. I could not have said it better. It's really sad that the women who shout the loudest protect the black woman, that they are the ones that are trying to tear her down. Sisters, wake up. Beyonce was taught from a little girl to lift other women up, not to tear them down. She minds her own business, does not criticize anyone, gives of her time and money, and dedicates her art and boldly shows the royalty and beauty of her heritage and journey. Her work is to change the narrative, to show that we did not start off as slaves, but that we were kings and queens before we were forced into slavery." I've oftentimes said that in my personal conversation, so I like that she said that. Continuing on, don't you want to see something that shows that? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read this on the computer while scrolling up, and it's loading slow. Aren't you sick and tired of seeing us as slaves? This is what Miss Tina Knowles is writing on her Twitter, because people are criticizing Beyonce's recent project that hasn't even been released yet. She employs African and African American people, fights for many first in the fashion and film world. She take inventory of yourself and your hate. Where is it coming from? I ask you to examine your heart and really take a look at what your motive is and what it's fueled by. Then take that energy critiquing and tearing down and put it into action. Action that is fighting against systemic racism that is going on right now and has been going on forever. The time that you take to tear her down, you could be using that time to do that. Critique and tear down the systems that hurt and suppress us. Use your social media platform to work on getting people out to vote to change the laws. Critique the friggin' laws. Ooh. Continuing, stop being a social media terrorist to the wrong people. Redirect that passion for change in that. Use your energy and great intelligence to fight people who choose to be oppressors. Beyonce is not your enemy, but you would swear that she was. I love what this post said, which is the honest to God truth. She sold more records before Lemonade. I have one question for you too that I'm confused about. How do you appropriate the black culture when you are black? She was right to her heritage. She has a right to her heritage as well as anyone else in the world. Just consider young sisters. I love you. And brothers, thank you for your balance and speaking up. Sorry, like I said, I was trying to scroll up and down on the computer and it was loading slow. So Mama Tina has spoken. This whole capitalist, Beyonce's appropriating black African culture. I don't know what to say. Granted, yes, Miss Tina she poses a good question. How can you appropriate African culture when you're black or when you're African? But that's just like saying, how could you be a colorist and you're black? It's possible. It's possible. Beyonce ain't out here bothering nobody. But you know what, though? It comes with the territory. I do feel that Mama Tina felt like she needed to speak up because of the weight behind this particular project and the message. She doesn't want the message to get clouded with these negative critiques. It hasn't even come out yet. I don't know. I'm not speaking for Miss Tina. I'm just saying Beyonce literally doesn't really bother anybody. You know what I'm saying? She does her own thing. She's just against the whole tearing down, especially black people tearing down each other, women tearing down each other. I mean, this was well stated, and she goes on to say that she's not only saying this because Beyonce is her daughter. She said that she would be saying the same thing if Beyonce wasn't her daughter. Possible. She said it's just the right thing to do. She said the haters are like little gnats and it takes a whole bunch of them to add up to one fly. But her post is to educate and not tear down, or fight. She said, I don't let the haters get to me. So thank you, but I'll keep up the fight. So I get it. I get it. And Miss Tina said for every, person criticizing her, there's 15 who love her. It's true. So, I mean, I wish Beyonce's project well. Anyone that takes the time, energy, effort, employing people, black people in particular, black people employing black people to create this, a project like this with a message behind it, kudos to you. I mean, this is not something that you could just do overnight. This takes time and dedication and sacrifice, and hopefully it'll be well received. But, everybody's going to have their criticisms of someone. If it's not Beyonce, it's Monique. If it's not Monique, it's Nene Leakes. If it's not Nene Leakes, it's Kenya. If it's not, you get what I'm saying? Like, people who are public figures are subject to criticism. Look at Jada. What's going on with Jada and August Alsina? It is what it is. So I wish Beyonce luck with her project. I'm not mad at Mama Tina for voicing her opinion. I do like what she had to say. I like everything that she had to say. She had some good points. So you keep up the good fight, Mama Tina. And what do you guys think? Did you guys get a chance to see the trailer for Beyonce's project? Let me know. Let me know what you think of the trailer. Will you be tuning in? Do you have Disney Plus? I mean, since I got Disney Plus about a year ago, I don't really use it that much. But, I might to see what Beyonce is giving. Black is King. Again, it's a visual album, July 31st on Disney Plus. And no, that is not a paid promotion. All right, Royal Family, look. So, we discussed all the shenanigans thus far. Let me know what you think. Please, if you're watching the replay, like I said, comment, hit the like button. I do want to give a warm welcome again to all of the new Royal Family members. Thank you so much for commenting, liking. All of my existing Royal Family members, my day ones, my regulars. Thank you so much for your support. We are literally around the corner from 4,000 subscribers. Okay? 4,000. Just last week, Saturday, we just hit 2,000. And it's Friday, and we're around the corner from 4,000. The views from the Miss Robbie and Tim Norman and Janae video through the roof. I thank you for your comments. All of you who've been respectful on the platform, thank you. My A1 day ones, thank you. My regulars, thank you. And the new Royal Family members, welcome and thank you. So let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep the cute energy going, positive vibes. We have a little bit of fun over here, but we generally keep it respectful. That's one of the main things that I ask. We can disagree with each other. You can disagree with me emphatically, but you can disagree respectfully. So this concludes this episode of the WTF Show. Each and every Friday, usually, I will compile some hot topics and just, bring them to your attention, and we just discuss, and I give commentary and you guys comment and share your thoughts. Why not? Fun on a Friday night. So hopefully all of you are practicing social distancing and still wearing your mask when you are outdoors and in public places. Don't be a Karen, okay? Don't be a Karen and cause a temper tantrum about wearing your mask. Just wear the darn mask and keep your hands clean and stay 10 feet away from people, please. All right, yeah, I'm signing off. I look forward to reading your comments in the replay. Those of you who joined the live chat, thank you. Happy Friday. Hope you have a splendid weekend. I'll be back for something, So I'll see you soon. Until next time,